Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
Introduction. Have you enjoyed that or what? How about that brand new introduction? I love the videos of dads dancing with their kids in the living room. You remember when we started Quarantine Tonight early on, we had a polka band. I think it was a Leo Lonnie Orchestra, and we said, hey, would you take videos of your kids dancing at home, send them to us on Facebook, and we'll put them up on TV. And some of those videos that you see at the start of the program came from those early nights of this program. Those were the nights where I finished up the show and I couldn't get to sleep. I was just so excited watching every single video, and I can't tell you how many people's days were made by seeing those kids jump around in the living room. Because, and I always tell people this, you have to remember, there's a lot of people that watch this program that don't get to go anywhere during the day for all the right reasons. They're watching their health, they're protecting themselves from a virus that's, of course, ramping back up in the state of Nebraska. And this is truly a safe place for all of us and all of you. And we really appreciate you being here. We also want to thank our sponsor, the University of Nebraska Medical Center. They have been a sponsor of this program since day one. They said this is worth doing. We believe in it. We believe in its message. We believe in the fact that people staying home and staying safe is good, especially for folks that are more mature in their age. For all the right reasons, people are laying low and enjoying this program. We want to thank our friends at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Okay, some good news as we start tonight. All good news. I am looking at that schedule for November, and it is going to be unbelievable. We've got a band coming that's going to do music from the 40s and 50s. Early on in November, that's going to be a game changer. I'm sure it's going to become one of your new favorite bands. So if you haven't gotten a postcard from us yet, if you've gotten a postcard before, that means you're on our list. If you want one, I'm going to need you to send us a letter or get a hold of us online so that we can make sure we deliver that to you or get you an alert email, because we're going to put together a November you will not forget. And I keep telling my wife and my boys, we've got to stay healthy. We've got to avoid crowds because I cannot miss a day of work in November. It's going to be that good. In fact, we're going to be here on Thanksgiving night. Yes, Thanksgiving night. I talked about it last night. We're going to have 4 hours of programming on Thanksgiving night. We're going to have the Leo Lonnie Orchestra doing a big band 2 hours from 6 to 8 p.m. and then from 8 to 10 p.m. on Thanksgiving night. Paul Siebert's going to come back. You remember him? He had the banjo last week. Great guy out of Lincoln. He's going to do a special Christmas program. So lots of good things on the way. Let's start tonight with our evening prayer.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. My name is Pastor Charles Kathurima, serving at the First United Methodist Church in Nebraska City, Nebraska. I'd like to invite you to join me for prayer today. Let's pray. Gracious and loving God, we are so thankful for the provisions that you give us. We are so thankful for your protection. We are so thankful for your continued love. We continue to lift before you those families who are struggling with the COVID-19, and especially those who have lost their loved one, that you may comfort them and be there with them. I want to say very special prayers this time to the farmers as they start harvesting and be dealing with all heavy equipment. Lord, you may protect them and keep them safe. And for our country, especially this time as we go to the ballot booth to vote, Lord, guide us and lead us that we may do what is right. In the name of Christ Jesus, we pray and believe. Amen.
All right, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. We're very lucky tonight to have Mike Semrad and the Riverhawks, even though they're from Lincoln and there's really no claim to a major river. What, Salt Creek, is that what you have down there?
Right, yeah.
That name was taken, yeah. We want to welcome them to the show, and I'm going to start with the lead singer here, Mike. He and I talked this summer about what he's doing. Interesting story. He grew up in Norfolk. 3 or 4 years old, you were down at the donut shop slinging tunes and
Hested's, if anybody remembers.
Hested's, oh yeah, yeah.
My grandma used to sling hash at Hested's.
Okay.
That's what she called it, slinging hash. I don't know exactly what that
So were you at the end of the table singing songs?
They had me on truck beds. They had me by tables. They had me on countertops.
You probably will make more back then than you will tonight on this program.
I was breaking it in. And I was telling him my first professional show was when I was 3 years old. A guy named the Nickel Man. So if some of you Norfolkians out there might remember the Nickel Man, he'd go around town and just give kids nickels. But for me, he said, you sing me a song, I'll give you a nickel. And I said, you got it. So I sang Elvira for him. And Oker's
What
voice
did you
even-
do that for?
I tell you, I don't get it. I was 3 years old and I even sang the low part, which was quite interesting. If anybody knows that song, there's a low part in that song that's just ridiculous. But as you can imagine, a 3-year-old back then singing the low bass part was quite funny, I would imagine. But he flicked me a nickel and off I went.
Now, my third grade teacher, Miss Henry, she said, if you guys don't do good on your spelling test, we're going to keep playing Elvira.
Oh, really?
Back in 1983, and it was
So
a real
she used it as
it was a
torture.
real threat back then. All right, so tell me about this band, Mike Semrad and the Riverhawks,
That's
all
right.
Lincoln guys
That's
here.
right.
What's the sound? Where are we going
Man,
tonight?
You know, this band is one of the greatest bands in the world. They're very versatile. We play a lot of different stuff, and you'll see that. We like the old timey. We like the bluegrass. We like the country. You know, we're all over. We like the funk. We're all over the board. And we'll take old timey country songs and kind of put our twist on them. So, my wife and I are in a band called the Bottle Tops, and we play all over the state. And you know, she started working for a radio station back home, and lo and behold, I said, you know, I just can't sit around and write songs all day, even though I love to do that. I want to play some music. And so this is a little different twist than the Bottle Tops. So that's kind of how it started.
I see that we have My Cheatin' Heart coming up.
That's right.
That would be the inaugural performance of that
Oh, no, yeah.
song on this program.
Oh,
we
is that
haven't.
right?
Nobody sang that one yet.
Oh,
so
wow, good.
if I've heard Wichita Lineman, I've heard it 50 times.
Oh, yeah, right, I bet.
And I like it now.
It's a
It's
good
on my
tune.
playlist. It's on my playlist. Ring of Fire,
Yeah, sure.
more than fingers and toes.
We can play that, but we had to fire our trumpet player in Columbus. So
Oh,
we
did
can
you?
do that one, though.
Did you leave him off down
We left
there?
him in Columbus, right by the cannon.
And his dad's down in Fremont, but your dad, Mike Sr.,
Mike Sr.
is a member of the Smoke Ring.
That's right. That's right.
Has he been on this program
He's
before?
not been on the program.
All right.
Jim Casey, he's like an uncle to me. I grew up listening to Jim Casey's music. And
He scales this building at night.
he
He'll be
scales
here
it.
somewhere.
Yeah, and I heard he's nearby. So that's,
He is.
That's awesome.
He's lurking.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to enjoy tonight. This is Mike Semrad and the Riverhawks, and I tell you what, we're going to get to know everybody in this band coming up, but we want you to enjoy it. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Thank you, Mr. Flood. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Thanks for having us Quarantine Live. I've been watching all of these, so it's really fantastic for us to be here. So thank you, all of the people that are tuning around from all over the world. I'm assuming people in Zimbabwe are tuning in and all over the world, right? So thank you so much. Keep going, keep going. Well, wake up, my friend. What more can I say? Oh, last night it faded into day. If we linger around here too long, we'll be washed down the street. Oh, let's find a ticket out of town. I'll rob, I'll steal, I'll clean. Got to help me find emotion. Got
to help me find my hat. Oh, now what's your name again, son? I'm never good at that. Well, the hillside meets the willow and the boulder lay split. Well, it's me, dear sundown kid. I got about a weekend hit. Follow me to Hollow, follow me, my friend. Oh, follow me to the treasure, we'll share it in the end. My treasure is my home, my family, my friend. Yeah, keep got a bottle, and watch me when I sip. My habit is to drink and fall with the dagger on my head. Well, you asked me about my necklace I wear upon my neck. Oh, I took it from my boy's casket, loved him the best. I ran a day away from love into my darkest day. Well, I'm still dreaming, I'm still feeling, that feeling never goes away. Follow me to Hollow, follow me, my friend. Oh, follow me to the treasure, we'll share it in the end. Treasure is my home, my family, my friend. Yeah, you gotta promise me you'll watch me when I slip. My habit is to drink and fall with the dagger on my head. Oh, no, you gotta promise me you'll watch me when I slip. Habit is to drink and fall with the dagger on my head. Yeah, all righty now. Woo! Very cool, very cool. So are people chatting in? Are they commenting on the video? Is that kind of thing happening? Are they putting little clap emojis at least, so we know they're listening?
Blink twice.
That's right. If you clap loud enough, we'll hear it. We hope you're dancing in your living rooms, having a good time. This is super fun to play shows. You know, we went from about 80 shows a year down to about, how many shows we played this year, boys? Maybe about 20, 15, 20 maybe? So yeah. So as you can imagine, this is very fun for us. Thank you so much. Well, dream, 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 dream when I want you in my arms when I need you, and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream when I feel blue. In the night when I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream.
make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. The only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so, I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. Well, I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. The only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so, I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream.
All right, and woo! Thank you very much. All right. Hey, all right, we got people in the studio clapping. There's like 8,000 people in this studio, just so you know. They're perplexed, all of them.
So well behaved.
So well behaved.
All of them.
There was no applause sign, that's why nobody's clapping. But thank you, sir. We appreciate you tuning in. There's actually a small crew here, and we applaud you. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much for the crew and Christian, the sound man. Thank you for being here, man. So a couple years ago, we got the opportunity to open for a guy named Willie Nelson. And this was in Neely, not too far from Norfolk here. And I was a part of putting on that show. I produced it. I did an album in a barn, a solar barn. And after we made the record, it was powered by the sun. We made the whole record, and it was powered by the sun. It was beautiful. I said, what are we going to do now? We can't just sit here and do nothing. What if we had Neil Young play the CD release party? Everybody thought I was crazy, but, you know, the people got to work. Some farmers came together. Some people came together that are great, powerful people in this state. And they said, let's do it. Let's reach out to him. And sure enough, we did. And lo and behold, he said, I'll do it. He was kind of fighting the fight up in Canada. And he said, I'll bring my friend Willie. So Neil Young and Willie played in Neely, Nebraska, to about 9,000 people in the middle of a cornfield. And I got to open and be on the press conference with them, and it was wonderful. You know, Willie Nelson's a very wise man, very friendly, very friendly, but he smells funny. And he was a great guy. It was a fantastic experience, and I won't take anything away from him. But should we do a Willie song? Let's mix it up. We can do a Willie song. Let's do a good hard one. Actually, no, let's do Well, those cowboys ain't easy to love, but they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds or gold. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. If you don't understand him, and he don't die young, he'll probably just fade away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't
Don't you let them pick guitars and drive their own trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Yeah. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Never at home, 'cause he's always alone, even with someone they love. Come on. Those cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. But warm puppies and children and girls of the night. Them that don't know him won't like him, but them that do just won't know how to take him. He ain't wrong, he's just different, and his pride just won't let him do things to make you think he's right. Oh, that's a mouthful. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and sons. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They're never at home, 'cause they're always alone, even with someone they love. Let's go up to A, boys. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't you let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Never at home, 'cause they're always alone, even with someone they love. They're never at home, 'cause they're always alone, even with someone they love. Oh, man almighty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Boy, that's an incredible moment for me to sing that. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. If you keep doing that all night, I'll pay you. I'll throw you a few bucks at the end of the show.
I thought we were paying him.
Oh, okay, well. Who worked out that deal? Somebody worked out that deal? That was a real joy to sing that song in Norfolk. My uncles, Dick Allison and Bob Allison, both live here in Norfolk, Nebraska. They used to sing that song. Boy, I tell you, family reunions were gorgeous, beautiful experiences. Everybody had a guitar. Everybody was singing. Somebody was spilling coleslaw on somebody. It was a wonderful time. He lives here. I think he comes to this place that we're at tonight once in a while, I heard. I thought I might see him tonight. So, Dick, if you're out there, come on by. You can sing a song with us. He's in town somewhere. You just got to follow the sirens. That's what I hear. All right, what should we do, boy? We did an Everly Brothers song earlier, but we're going to do another one. Why not? We like the Everly Brothers. They're Midwest boys. They're from Iowa. Can you believe it? They're from Iowa. Who knew? Who knew? Let's try that one. Bye-bye love, bye-bye now happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet rest. Hello, emptiness, I think I'm gonna die. Bye-bye, my lullaby. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance that might have been. I say, hey, bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, I think I'm gonna die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye, love. Adios, love. Hasta mañana, iguana. We'll see you sometime soon. Bye-bye, love.
Wow. I think we're going to call you Buddy Holly from now on. Wow, that was absolutely great. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Semrad. Did I say that right? Yeah, I went to school with Andy Semrad. Oh, sure. Okay. So I'm switching it up here a little bit, but I tell you what, we are excited to have him and the Riverhawks tonight. Introduce the band for me. These guys are all from Lincoln, and they have a great sound. Love the saxophone, by the way.
Yes. Thank you. So these guys are incredible, and I've traveled the world, and I meet these people, and I just pick them up wherever I meet them. I was down in Tijuana, and I met this guy.
Tijuana?
That's right. Tijuana. He was down there playing a little cantina. And
are you being serious?
He's traveled the world, I'm telling you. His name is Jano Madsen. We call him Jano. Man almighty. He's played with the Sandy Creek Band, and he played
Blackwater.
Oh, yeah.
He's been around the block, man.
I've probably been at Coyote Willie's a few times with you.
Yes, sir. You probably have. Back in the legislature days?
Yeah, no, that'd be my law school days.
Yeah, Jano, man. Everybody knows Jano and loves Jano. We are lucky to have Jano. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy, and he likes to fix our stuff when it goes awry. So
I'm OCD like that.
That's right. That's right. So on my right side, your left side, we got the great Brian McGovern on the mandolin. He's playing mandolin, acoustic and electric. So if you're wondering what he's playing, it's not a little guitar. It's a mandolin. And it's a bluegrass instrument that's been historically played in bluegrass style.
Yeah, but made famous by Bill Monroe.
That's right.
The father of bluegrass.
Bill Monroe.
Little background on him: he plays with the McGovern String Band. His dad, Kelly McGovern, is a fantastic Nebraska singer. By the way, you should have them on the show.
Open for booking.
People. And they are, man, I tell you what, they're wonderful. He's one of my favorite Nebraska singers of all time. I always say it, and it's true. And they play a John Prine tribute night every year that just knocks people away. So incredibly cool to have you as my right-hand man, and you are my right-hand man. Thank you so much for being in this band. That's right. Let's go back let's go back to the drums. We call him the mailman, Ben Malin, on the drums, everybody. And that's right. Fantastic guy on the Skins. We're so lucky to have him. Oh, look at you got a mail thing.
Oh, yeah. Mailbox is right around the corner.
Oh, my
Mailbox,
gosh. I
yeah,
tell you, man,
yeah.
it's like
That's all
on
you.
cue. And then back on the bass, we call him Bones Contreras, man. Good to see you. Yeah, and he's joining us tonight, and he's holding it down. Lovely, lovely player. He plays all over town with a bunch of great bands. Andrew Von Campen once in a while, incredible band. So
You know what I like about that Everly Brothers song is that the Everly Brothers actually got their start on KMA radio in Shenandoah, Iowa. 960 AM, a 5,000 watt AM back in the 50s. And KMA from the 20s would actually invite all the farmers in for performances like these, and they put them on the radio.
Really?
And then all the farmers in western Iowa and eastern Nebraska would come and they would flock to Shenandoah. Does it sound familiar? I mean, if we could have an audience someday, wouldn't we could be the modern day KMA right here?
Well, you are giving a lot of bands a great opportunity. And
Wow.
I appreciate it. And folks out there should support by donating, and I think that that's part of the show.
No, right, not right now. It's
right now, it's
but I tell you what,
Boy, they should, but they're not.
yeah.
Sorry if I jumped the gun on that.
No, you're good.
Hold on
You're
to your
good.
money, folks. Never
Yeah, don't send it anywhere. But you know what's nice about this, and I know I speak for my entire audience, our entire audience, is that they appreciate so much that you're willing to come do this because for all the right reasons, they're staying put. And this is anytime someone's going to come and play the Everly Brothers on News Channel Nebraska. But let's get back to it. We're going to check Mike's mailbag real quick here, thanks to the mailman. And we will have more here in just a moment. Yep, we're going to see find out. We get lots of mail on this show. We actually, let's see, the screen went dark there for a second, but we actually had a truck get replaced tonight, so we're working with that. Let's see if we can. Are we off the air here? Good times. All right, I tell you what, we'll work on getting those letters up for you. To be honest, we had a truck lined up, and it all went down at 7:30, so they brought a new truck in, but we're good to go. The power of broadcasting. Oh, here comes the mail. This one's from Beth in Norfolk. I want to thank you, Mike, and all those that have any part in putting, ooh, hang on a second there, partner. Putting in the Quarantine Tonight shows. I am routinely amazed at the talent that you find to perform. I hope you will continue to have the show and bless us with so much talent. Well, thank you, Beth Reeves. We really appreciate that. Very nice note. Let's go to our next one here. This is from Mike and Jan in Fremont. Is your dad married to Jan?
No.
Okay, different
Not
Mike.
that I know of.
We really enjoy your TV channel, NCN Nebraska updates history and values. Keep up the great job. Plus, Quarantine Tonight makes us smile. Well, you make us smile with letters like that. Thank you so much, Mike and Jan. And this one's from Brenda in Lincoln. Hi.
Hey, Brenda.
I love your show. It is great music.
All right.
She's word efficient. We like that. All right, I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to check the news and that forecast. And great day Thursday, but our chief meteorologist, Jeff Fox, says everything nosedives on Friday, and we could see some significant snow this weekend. More coming up on NCN. Hey, welcome back here to News Channel Nebraska. We're so glad you're here, and we're so glad that Mike Semrad and the Riverhawks are here. They're doing a great job tearing things up tonight, and we told you at the top of the show your cheating heart had not been on News Channel Nebraska's Quarantine Tonight, and you're about to hear it from this group here. I hope you're enjoying it. We've got Buddy Holly here, who, seriously, do people say that you look like Buddy Holly?
All the time, but he stole my songs. He.
You stole his glasses.
I know, but I had to look first. You have to understand.
Well, it's great. We love the sound. We love having you guys on. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Thank you, Mr. Flood. It's been beautiful to be here. Thank you so much. We're going to play this old song by Hank the First, Hank Sr. There's three Hanks out there. If you don't know about Hank the Third, you might want to look him up. He's very interesting. He does about half the set like his grandpa, and the last set, if you like his grandpa's music, you better leave because it's metal and it's very interesting. He lets his hair down and
Well, you cheating hard will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and never sleep. That sleep won't come that whole night through. Well, your cheating heart is gonna tell on you. When those tears fall down like that falling rain, you will toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor just the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Let's hear that sing. Cheating hard, and we'll pine someday. Yes, you'll crave that love that you threw away. That time may come when you'll be so blue. You're cheating hard, gonna tell on you. When those tears fall down like that falling rain, you'll toss around and you'll call my name. You'll walk that floor just the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Well, your cheating heart will tell on you.
Oh, write that Hank Williams song. You realize that that man had so many hit songs and he died at the young age of 27 years old on New Year's Eve in the back of a car. He drank himself to death, which was a sad tale, but look at all the songs he wrote for us. It's an incredible legacy. Immortal in the recorded sound. Him on the old Grand Ole Opry was fantastic to hear. So we're going to play some bluegrass for you. We promised we'd bring some bluegrass for these folks. So we're going to play some bluegrass for you. We're going to have a little bluegrass set. So we wanted to start off with Cheating Heart. But, you know, let's play this old bluegrass song made famous by a guy named Buck Owens. So Buck Owens, as some of you might know, was from a show called Hee Haw. That's what kind of, you know, for the non-music lover, I suppose you could say, put him on the map, you know. But he was real famous before that. He played with a band called the Buckaroos, and the Buckaroos played on the Grand Ole Opry. They had a show at Carnegie Hall that was famous, and they wore these brilliant, bright suits and fantastic. If I was wearing one right now, you probably couldn't see me. They had so many rubies on them. But the Buck Owens and the Buckaroos, man, that's that Bakersfield sound in California. It came straight out of Bakersfield, California. And I got to interview one of the members of the band last week, Mr. Jim Shaw. who managed Buck Owens for many, many years and now currently runs the Crystal Palace in Bakersfield, California. And that's on our Facebook page if you want to check that out. Got the chance to interview him and pick his brain for a little bit. But he had some great stories to tell. But anyway, Buck Owens, this was an old bluegrass song that he used to do, and it's very, very fun to play. And I'm about to play it for you. Well, I lay round the shack till the mail train comes back. Oh, rolling my sweet babies on. Thank you so much, folks. That's all we got on that song. That was a beautiful, beautiful rendition. No, I'm just kidding. Shack till the mail train comes back, rolling my sweet babies on, rolling my sweet babies on, rolling my sweet babies on. You gotta lay around the shack till the mail train comes back, rolling my sweet babies on. Come on, man! She's a mean operator. Mama, she can yarn and she can spin. Papa put his money in that old cotton mill. We watched that green money roll right in. Rolling my sweet baby's arm, rolling my sweet baby's arm. You gotta lay around the shack till the mail train comes back, rolling my sweet baby's arm. Let's hit it! Till the mail train comes back, rolling my sweet babies on. You gotta lay around the shack till the mail train comes back, rolling my sweet babies on. All righty now. Thank you so much, that old bluegrass sound. Yes, sir. Buck Owens made a lot of songs very, very famous. Tiger by the Tail was another number he did. That was a good one. Of course, he also did a Beatles song. Brian, you know what that's called?
Yeah, it was...
I'm testing you.
Yeah, I know it. Dang it, Mike.
Come on, band. Come on. What is it?
He did it with Ringo Starr. I remember that.
Act Naturally was the name of it. That's it. Holy moly. It's quarantine trivia for you. All I gotta do is act naturally. I always wondered if he did, you know, if he actually did. Mr. Brian, why don't you play us one of your old bluegrass numbers? Which one you want to do?
Which one would you like to do?
Sure, we can try. Yeah.
This is a relatively new one for the band here.
Sure. Key A, right? Yeah.
Yep, key A. I learned this tune from a band called Hot Rise I grew up listening to. It's called 99 Years and One Dark Day.
I've been in this prison 20 years or more. I shot my woman with a 44, and I'll be right here to my dying day. And I got 99 years and one dark day. Well, the food is bad and it wasn't hard. I spend all day breaking rocks in the yard. I'll be right here, it's gonna stay that way. And I got 99 years and one dark day. Well, there ain't no singer that could sing a song, convince this warden that I ain't wrong. His mind's made up, it's gonna stay that way. And I got 99 years and one dark day. Hey, come on! Well, I went to prison 20 years ago. Shot my woman with a 44. And I'll be right here to my dying day. And I got 99 years and one dark day. I got 99 years and one dark day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brian McGovern on the mandolin singing that old bluegrass number. Wonderful. I gotta say, I got our bass player's name wrong. I added an S, and now when he plays with his twin, it's normally a plural situation. It's Contrera. My fault, Mr. Contreras. I say Contreras, it's Contrera. Please, Bones, don't take it out on me later. Bones is a wonderful bass player. Thank you so much for being here tonight with us, Bones. Fantastic Quarantine Live. Woo. Two-night quarantine. How's everybody doing out there? Are they writing in? Can you see all the messages as they're doing this, guys? Can you see? No, nobody? Yeah, can you see? Yeah? Are they fanning our Facebook page? We got a Facebook page. Also, don't forget to fan the bottle tops. I hope to bring the bottle tops back here to play someday. That'd be fun. That's our other band. That's basically the band with my wife. So it's good fun, great fun. A little different styles, a little more honky tonk, but let's stick with the bluegrass, boys. Let's do let's do that old song about a bear. Shall we do that one about a bear? This song's great. This is called Old Slewfoot. Now, the story, I'm not sure about that. What's the story behind this song? Is there a story behind this song?
Well, it was written by Jim and Jesse McReynolds.
Yep.
I'm not sure about the story behind the song,
Sure,
but,
sure.
you know,
It's not like a great outdoors
right,
thing.
I've always said, in town there in Lincoln, I have trouble keeping the rabbits away from my flowers. Can't imagine trying to keep a bear out of your yard. Old Slewfoot.
Be like Dan Aykroyd. There you go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Well, how
bear tracks looking back at me. Well, you better get your rifle before it's too late. That bear's got a little pig and he's headed for the gate. Well, he's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, going 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Well, he never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Saved up that money and I bought me some bees. Started making honey way up in the trees.
In the trees, man.
Well, I cut down that tree, but the honey's all gone. Oh, Slewfoot done made himself at home. Well, he's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, going 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Well, he's never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like Jano. Well, winter's coming on and it's 20 below, and the river's froze over, ain't no place to go. We chase him in the gully and trap him in the well, shoot him at the bottom just to listen to him yell. Well, he's big around the middle and he's broad across the run, 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He's never been caught, he ain't never been treed, and some folks say he looks a lot like me. Yeah, some folks say he looks a lot like me.
Whoa! Oh! Wow.
My goodness, that song about a bear. Look
Now that is a performance. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Quarantine Tonight by the power vested in me by the Quarantine Tonight viewers. I hereby pardon all of these white and black keys. When you see this guy pounding on him, you are merciless on there. It's like Billy Joel over there, cranking it out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is great. You guys are doing a great job. This is Mike Semrad and the River and the River Chickens. The River Chickens are here. Riverhawks.
Now we gotta.
Yeah, this is great. You know, I know our audience, and we're going to put some information up here. You can find out more about the Riverhawks and Mike Semrad, and you can see where to find them online and, of course, Facebook, both places.
That's right.
Go on there, like them. Tell us about where you're going, where you're performing. Can they buy music?
They can buy music, yes. If you message me, Mike Semrad, S-E-M-R-A-D as in dog, you can message me on my website, MikeSemrad.com. That's our website, so you can check that out. Or message me through Facebook, or, you know, you could always, I'm always hanging out at the local chicken fried steak hut in Lincoln. You can find me there, too. So, anywhere.
Is that the one on Cornhusker Highway, or where is that?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
I've been there.
They got some good gravy in there. I bet this place.
The last thing I need is gravy, by the way.
Do they know about the smells of this place we're in right now?
This undisclosed location, this private.
Undisclosed location has amazing smells coming from someplace near.
But here's the deal: about 3 rooms that way, there are several pharmacists,
Oh, pharmacy.
and they make concoctions that alleviate pain. If you have any pain.
Instant gravy. It's instant gravy.
It's instant gravy. Yes, we're so glad you're here. We're so glad they're here. Tell us what's coming up in this next hour. You've got a whole nother hour here on News
We
Channel
do.
Nebraska.
We've got some great songs by, we're all over the board. We're going to start with doing some 70s country. This is an interesting.
Wichita Lineman? Is Wichita Lineman coming up?
We took it off.
Oh, you took it off. Okay.
This song's from a band called Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show.
Oh, very nice.
They were a very interesting hybrid band. They were a country band, but they kind of did some funk. And they kind of mixed it up a little bit.
You really had no choice in life but to be a musician because you were raised by a band of musicians.
I was raised, in 1958, my uncle Dick Allison got courageous.
Yeah.
And went to Omaha, Nebraska.
And Dick comes to this undisclosed location often.
That's what I hear. And he got so courageous, he asked Mr. Johnny Cash before his performance in Omaha, Nebraska. In 1958. It was when the first year they took the Grand Ole Opry on the road. He asked Johnny if he could play one song before his show. Now, Mike, that's like me asking Axl Rose at the Pinnacle Bank Arena if I could play a song before his show.
And he said, okay.
He said he was backstage. The rumor has it he was restringing his guitar, and he walked up to him, and just as he walked up to him, he was picking his nose. That's how Dick explained
And Dick's your uncle, right?
That's right. So Johnny Cash was picking his nose, and my uncle walks up to him in a very uncomfortable position. He acted like he didn't see it.
I hate that when that happens. Yeah.
So, but he said, I'm a young guy. I'm a local performer. I'd like to sing one song before the show. And he said, does the band know it? And he said, absolutely, Mr. Cash, the band knows it. But he not only sang one song that night, he sang 5 songs.
Dick did, your uncle.
Dick. And he had 4 standing ovations.
1958.
1958.
Where at in Omaha?
He was very, very young. I want to say 16, 17 years old in Omaha, Nebraska. And after the show, Johnny said, join us for a steak dinner and a bottle of wine. It was June Carter.
16 years old.
16 years old. They took him and had a lovely dinner at the hotel that they were staying at. And he said, you know what, kid, you got a great voice. Why don't you come on the road with us? And at that point, they took my uncle on the road with the traveling show of the Grand Ole Opry.
Isn't that a great story?
And that kicked off Dick's career. He had a wonderful career in Nashville after that.
When I was going to high school football games growing up, somebody'd say, Dick Allison's on the microphone.
Oh,
I'd be like,
sure,
whoa,
really?
wait a second. Golden Throat's up there.
Oh, man. He was billed as the next Elvis Presley on that tour. And it was George Jones and Minnie Pearl, little Jimmy Dickens, all of them were there.
Kid from Nebraska.
Yeah.
That's great.
Lo and behold.
All right, more with Mike Semrad and the Riverhawks. Coming up in just a moment, you're watching Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. We'll be right back. Well, check out that brand new logo there. I want to credit Will Ryan for putting that together. Just a great look for us. We've got Mike Semrad here and the Riverhawks. They're getting it done tonight. This is the closest thing to Buddy Holly we've had all year on News Channel Nebraska. And he grew up in music. He had no choice but to be in music. And we appreciate them coming to this undisclosed location for sharing their talents with all of us. We've got the mailman back here on drums. He's just pounding it out. You guys traveled about 2 hours to get here. Oh, there we go. Got the tambourine, everything going. Actually, we're not gonna tell him we did this, but we have got one in the bathroom we're waiting for. It's a low budget show, right?
That's okay.
It's a low budget.
How about we do a Buddy Holly song while we're waiting? We can pull that off.
Oh yeah.
You want to try?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let's do this. Oh,
It's okay.
we don't know where he was. Here we go.
This one out of Lubbock, Texas.
Well, all my love, all my kisses, but you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. Well, plain to see you, but that world could see that you was meant for me. All my life, well, I've been away. Tonight there'll be no hesitating, no boy. Well, plain to see you, boy, but that world can see that you was meant for me. But those stars appear in the shadow was the fall. I can hear my heart calling, a little bit of loving, make everything right. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. Well, all my loving and all my kissing, well, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. Oh, plain to see, oh boy. But that world can see that you was meant for me. Let's tag it, y'all. That you was meant for me. Ooh, you was meant for me. pants wanna get up and dance. You make my face wanna grin. You make my knees wanna kneel down, say please, honey, won't you kiss me again? You make my pants wanna get up and dance. You make my face wanna grin. You make my knees wanna kneel down, say please, honey, won't you kiss me again? Well, I was lost and a lonely man. I get through life just the best I can, until the day I laid my eyes on you. Then I forgot who was left to do. You make my pants wanna get up and dance. Make my face wanna grin. You make my knees wanna kneel down, say please, honey, won't you kiss me again? My pants wanna get up and dance. You make my face wanna grin. You make my knees wanna kneel down, say please, say honey, won't you kiss me again? Make my pants wanna get up and dance. You make my face wanna grin. You make my knees wanna kneel down, say please, honey, won't you kiss me again? Honey, won't you kiss me again? Honey, won't you kiss me again?
Oh, my goodness. Trapeze ending. Look out. Look out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, sir. How, man at table one, I'm going to buy him a bloomin' onion. Send it to you and put it on our tab. Is that all right? We'll put it on our tab. It's coming right up. Hope you like those. What else we got? Ooh, let's do this one. All right. We're going to take a... so my wife and I, we just went down to Memphis, Tennessee. And this is now, if anybody knows the backstory of, people like Roy Orbison or Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, the story of Elvis Presley is fascinating. He walked into a little place called Sun Studio, and Sun Studio, is in Memphis, and it was ran by a fellow named Sam Phillips. And Sam Phillips, he wasn't there that day that Elvis came in. Elvis came in to make a song for his mother, and I believe it was Mother's Day, maybe. And he wanted to sing a song for his mama, and he walked in and he said, "I'd like to record a song. Can I do that?" And they let him sing a gospel song. And the secretary, her name was Mary, she was there. Thank goodness Mary was there, because if Mary wasn't there, rock and roll would have been, the landscape of rock and roll would have been totally different, I think. But that day, Elvis walked in, and she said, that song was really great, but I think you should come back tomorrow and meet Sam. He's not here right now, but I think he might like you. And at the time, he was,
he was marketing a lot of, kind of Southern music, some African American music, and it, he didn't have hardly anybody white on his label, and so it was a little strange. But he came back the next day, and lo and behold, he met Sam, and he walked in the studio, and things were kind of goofy, but he ended up finding a big hit song. So I'll go deeper in the story maybe next time, but we're going to play a version of one of those first hit songs that he did. So.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You're crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. Oh, you said you were so high class. Ooh, that was just a lie. Yes, you said you were so high class. Yes, that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. said you were so high class. Ooh, there was such a lie. You ain't never called a rabbit. Ooh, you ain't no friend of mine.
Alrighty now. Thank you so much. Our version of that famous Elvis hit. All right, what do we got, boys? Okay, let's do this whole song. It's an old Sam Cooke song for you.
Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me. Oh, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly now straight to my lover's heart for me. Now, Cupid, if your arrow make a love strong for me, I promise I will love her for eternity. I know between the two of us our hearts you can steal. Cupid, help me if you will. Oh, I say, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go now straight to my lover's heart for me. Oh, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly now straight to my lover's heart for me. Come on, babe. Bother you, but I'm in distress, in danger of me losing all of my happiness. No, between the two of us, a heart you can steal. Cupid, help me if you will. Oh, I say, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your sweet arrow go now straight to my lover's heart for me. Oh, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly now straight to my lover's heart for me. Hey, all right, that old Sam Cooke song. We got time for one more? What should we do here? Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you very much. We've multiplied applauses here in the studio. Thank you so much. All right, what do you think? You should keep going? Okay, we'll keep going for you. I hope everybody's having fun. The airwaves are blowing, the phones are blowing up. Everybody's wondering who's playing. I hope that's the case. Mike Semrad is my name. This is the Riverhawks joining us tonight in this undisclosed location. We're about 30 levels underground. And it was a trip getting down here. It really was. We're happy we made it. Thanks for having us, everybody. Norfolk, Nebraska, home of Mr. Johnny Carson.
So the story goes, I was almost on Johnny Carson when I was 4 years old. I was on my way to Los Angeles to be on the show. And true story. My grandmother, some of you may remember her. Her name was Ann Allison. She had about $500 or $600 in a house about the size of this stage. She was known as the doll lady, and everybody knew her. She sewed every piece of clothing on the doll, and at times I thought that I was one of those dolls. It's a very twisted horror movie. No, I'm just kidding. It's a seasonal story. No, Grandma Annie was wonderful, and she was a staple here in Norfolk, Nebraska. Many, many people knew who she was. She went to the donut shop every morning, which is now a diabetes center, which is very ironic to me. But it was known as Mr. Donut at the time. And so we just had a ball, and every morning we'd go have coffee and talk to all the local yokels. So Norfolk holds a very warm place in my heart, no doubt about it. So, all right, what do we got here, guys? Let's do that old. We haven't done any Merle Haggard. Let's do mandatory Merle Haggard song in the key of A. Yeah, let's do that one.
Well, each night I leave the ballroom when it's over. I ain't feeling any pain at closing time. Well, tonight your memory's got me much too sober. I can't drink enough to keep you off my mind. Well, tonight the bottle let me down, 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 and made your sweet memory come around, round, round. That one true friend I thought I found, tonight the bottle let me down. Let's say that later. All right, man. Cheers to everybody out there listening. See, each night I leave that sweet ballroom when it's over. I ain't feeling any pain at closing time. Well, your memory, you see, has got me much too sober. I can't drink enough to keep you off my mind. Well, tonight the bottle let me down and made your sweet memory come around. The one true friend I thought I found, Tonight the bottle let me down. Well, tonight the bottle let me down. Yes, tonight that bottle let me down. That mandatory Merle Haggard for you.
Well. Merle Haggard on a Tuesday night.
That's right.
Tuesday night. Thank you so much for being here, Mike Semrad and the River Chickens, the Riverhawks. We're glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying the show. These guys have traveled a couple hours to be here and just sound fantastic and a lot of old-time country. What got you into all this old-time country? Where did all this come from?
Gianna, why don't you answer that question? What got you into
The
old-time country?
old-time country. I don't know about the old-time country. I mean, I was always in the bluegrass. I mean, I seen the Sandy Creek Pickers back when I was probably 13. My brother took me out to them. As far as the old country, I kind of came into country from the jazz scene and, you know, and then all of a sudden, like in the 80s, and then in the 90s, the new country came in, and that was the thing, and that's where the money was, and that's where I went.
How many times have you played at the Playmore Ballroom in Lincoln, Nebraska?
Oh my gosh. You know, with Sandy Creek Band, I played with them for at least 18 years.
Wow.
There.
So is the band, is Sandy Creek still going?
With Bobby Lane.
Yeah.
And they're a legendary band, country band. They played
Oh,
every
yeah.
Sunday. Wonderful.
They did all right.
Yeah. That's a band that
They're
needs to
my
be in the
brothers.
Hall of
Is
Fame.
Sandy Creek still going?
The Pickers are definitely going. Sandy Creek Pickers, it's all bluegrass.
Okay.
And they got the Shaw Boys with them, incredible musicians. My daughter takes fiddle lessons from Jason.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Playmore is way out in Westo.
On Westo.
West O Street.
I don't know how they're
In
handling
Lincoln.
the pandemic,
Right.
but I think it's
they're
gonna.
doing okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come back. I mean, the kids, you know, they're resilient. It's awesome. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing playing every Sunday night for 600 people.
Right.
Is that how many people come out for that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
600.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
And they line
Even
dance.
now.
I don't know about with the pandemic.
Yeah,
Right.
the
But
pandemic's
when
probably
we were doing it, and then the band went in retirement, but the Pickers are still alive and well.
Yeah.
And you can hear them.
Yeah.
They're playing a lot of places.
That's right.
Fabulous musicians.
We love the bluegrass, we love the country, and you know, really, Mike, the bluegrass melts into the country.
It
Right,
does.
You know,
right.
it's that Appalachian sound that turned into country music from that area, you know. So for us, it's a no-brainer, and we dug deep in the history books, and for us, it's like learning the old stuff is the fantastic stories you hear, you know, about even the murder ballads and the prohibition
right,
stuff
yeah.
and the drinking songs.
Yeah, I shot my wife with a 44. That's that was a tough song over there. Yeah. You hear that, you're like,
We
ugh.
have a song that we do. It's called "Sleep with One Eye Open," and it's a fantastic story. It was actually banned from the radio in 1920s because it was from the woman's perspective. Is that right? Tell the story.
Well, it was, there was a lot of songs about cheating on women and, women leaving their cheating husband, but this was about the woman stepping out on the man. And so,
Yeah.
Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs.
So in 1929.
1929,
Yeah.
it was banned from the radio, yeah.
So it's a fantastic.
It's a low bar to get banned by the radio, by the
that's
way.
Right, that's right.
Well, we appreciate it very much, especially the older country songs. A lot of our audience remembers this, and we get so many letters from people that say, I used to dance to this music at King's Ballroom or at Playmore
King's.
Ballroom or at a place in Omaha or this or there, Fireside. All these places ring a bell with so many people watching, and then you hear some of this music. What's coming up in your last set here?
We lost a rock icon by the name of Tom Petty.
Oh,
so
yes.
we're going to do a couple of songs. It's a medley that we do from Tom Petty in our own way, and it's just it's a fun little giddy.
So, quick, fast fact. I was going to school in the state of Indiana. I was going there for the first time. I crossed the Illinois into Indiana state line, and I heard, what's that song? Indiana Boys, Indiana Girls. I can't remember. Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Yeah.
Right as I crossed the border, and so I'll never forget Tom Petty. He's an Indiana guy.
Is that right?
I don't know. He sings about it. But.
He sings about it.
We'll be right back with more here on News Channel Nebraska. Mike Semrad and the Riverhawks. We just got done talking about O'Neill, Nebraska on St. Patrick's Day. We got an 8th Irish here. Anybody Irish here? McGovern. Oh.
Irish.
Oh, yeah. Related to George up in South Dakota?
No relation.
All right. We just appreciate you watching tonight. We've got another half hour with these guys. This is Mike Semrad and the Riverhawks on News Channel Nebraska.
Here's a little medley for you might know by the great Tom Petty.
Indiana town had a good-looking mom. Never was around, but she grew up tall and she grew up right with them Indiana boys on the Indiana night. Moved down here about the age of 18. She blew them boys away, was more than they'd seen. I was introduced and we both started moving. I said I dig you, baby, but I got to keep moving. Moving on, keep moving on. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in, I'm tired of this town again. But I've been told you never slow down, you never grow old. Good enough. Tired of slowing down, tired of myself, tired of this town. Oh my, oh hell yes. Gonna put on that party dress. Buy me a drink, sing me a song. Take me as I come, cause I can't stay long. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in, I'm tired of this town again.
It's alright if you love me. It's alright if you don't. I'm not afraid of you running away. I get the feeling you want. There's no sense in pretending. Your eyes give you away. Something inside you is feeling like I do. You said all there is to say. Baby, break down. Honey, go ahead and give it. Break down, honey, take me through the night.
Market Square, she's standing in her underwear, looking down from a hotel room, and nightfall will be coming soon. Oh my, oh hell yes, gotta put on that party dress. Pour me a drink, sing me a song, take me as I come, cause I can't stay long. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again.
Got the jewelry selling in the vacuum shop, right next to the marijuana smoke shop, where the boys in the kitchen going chop, 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 making food for the late night crowd. Mama's in the back singing songs of old, Papa's up front making sure it's sold. Brother went to war the other day to fight a war that he knows not of, where the bombs going on all around. Who can you hear that wicked sound? It's Randolph on fire. It's Randolph on fire. Mr. Mike Flood is coming to town. He knows a girl who can knock him down. Pick up the stash near the man downtown, near the lights of the zoo bar crowd. Hippies in the back singing songs of old. People at the party, both young and old. Smoke from the cracks start trickling in near the lights of the Randolph fire. Where the bombs going on all around. Who can you hear that wicked sound? It's Randolph on fire. Randolph on fire. Yeah, now. Yeah, boy. Yeah, man.
Come on.
Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. Woo, that was fun. Good, good fun. All right. I'm not sure how much time we got, maybe one or two more songs for you. But we'll keep on rocking here. I hope you guys are having fun tonight. This has been really, really great to play music. It really has. To actually leave our house and play music. This has been really something else. Big round of applause, band. Can we give these guys a round of applause for everybody in the room doing the production? Thank you so much. It's a very, very professional situation here and taking COVID very serious. Thank you so much for being safe with us and paying attention to what needs to happen so people don't continue to get sick. Nebraska's kind of not doing that, and it's a bummer. But we're going to be as safe as possible, and this has been so much fun. So thank you so much for having us once again. Okay, so we're going to play. Let's do this old Grateful Dead song.
We love the Grateful Dead. They played a lot of bluegrass back in the day.
Yes, they did.
And, you know, Jerry Garcia was an incredible banjo player that a lot of people don't know. But he was an incredible guitarist. Everybody knows that. But he played banjo. And, of course, David Grisman, David Grisman, the dog.
See the Pizza Tapes.
That's right.
That's a great album,
man.
the Pizza Tapes.
Wonderful
Jerry
stuff.
Garcia, David Grisman, and Tony Rice.
But they used to do this song. So we're going to do it for y'all out there who are in that deadhead category. We hope you're still selling PB&Js. Well, we know you riders are gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, I know you riders, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss you, baby. Rolling in your own. Well, I laid down last night, Lord. Oh, I tried to get some rest. Laid down last night, Lord. I tried to get some rest. My mind kept a reeling like the wild geese in the wind. Me when I'm gone. Well, I know you're right, are gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss you, baby, from rolling in your own. Yes, that sun is gonna shine upon my back door someday. And the sun is gonna shine upon my back door someday. It's gonna blow, it's gonna blow, it's gonna blow your blues away.
miss your baby from rolling in your own. That sun is gonna shine up on my back door someday. Well, that sun is gonna shine up on my back door someday. It's gonna blow, gonna blow. It's gonna blow the blues away. Well, I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your. Hey, all righty now. Thank you so much. We got time for one more tune, or yeah? One more tune, all right. Thanks, everybody.
One more.
Hey, thanks you, my man. Thank you so much. We got some guys clapping in here. It makes us feel nice and warm and fuzzy. Very cool. Thank you. All right. This show's been brought to you by milk. Blue cans of milk. Wouldn't you? Fantastic. Norfolk milk. Drink up, kids. All right. So can we call this our last song? Is that all right? Or are we still kind of in a... Yeah, one more? Okay, we're going to end this song. This is a very important tune that we used to always sing at the end of family gatherings, and it's an honor to sing it in Norfolk, Nebraska for all you people. This was kind of our way of saying goodbye. I love you. We'll see you next time. Take care. And that's the big message that we want to send out tonight. Stay positive with an election coming up, man. I know some families are eating each other apart, and it's all good. Everything's going to be fine. Just breathe, right? And call that person that you are in an argument with and say, hey, did you watch the game last night? Hey, have you ever had Mama's chili? Do you know the recipe? Talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Make friends with the people you hate. Because the word hate is a terrible thing, and it lasts too long. Okay, that's my soapbox. Spread the love, folks. That's all we're asking. Anyway, this song goes out to all the family watching back home and all the family tuning in, even our new friends and family that are going to join us tonight. So thank you so much. Well, I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that sweet hearse come a-rolling down for to carry my mama away. Oh, that circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. Yes, there's a better home awaiting, Lord, in that sky, Lord, in the sky. I say, Undertaker, won't you please drive slow? Well, for that lady you are hauling away. Oh, I hate to see her go. Well, let this circle be unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by. Yes, there's a better home awaiting, sweet Lord, in that sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh, that circle be unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by. Yes, there's a better home awaiting, Lord, in the sky, Lord. Let's take it in the church.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mike Semrad and the Blue Hawks here on News Channel Nebraska. Hey, I tell you what, we are so happy you're here, and we're so happy you joined us tonight. The Riverhawks and I are appreciative of your time. It's just a little bit after 10 o'clock. Usually we are just dead set on 9:59:59, but the music was too good tonight. We couldn't let it go.
We appreciate the opportunity. This has been a beautiful thing. Thank you so much.
It's time now for news. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you.